हेलो फ्रेंड्स, तो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं एनिमल किंगडम। व्हेन यू लुक अराउंड you will observe different animals with different structures and forms. As over a million species of animals have been described till now, and the need for classification becomes all the more important. The classification also helps in assigning a systematic position to newly described species. Basis of classification: in spite of differences in structures and form of different animals, there are fundamental features common to various individuals in relation to the arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of cylon, patterns of digestive, circulatory, and reproductive systems. These features are used as the basis of animal classification, and some of them are discussed. Levels of organization through all members of Animalia are multicellular. All of them do not exhibit the same pattern of organization of cells. For example, in sponges, the cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates. That is, they exhibit cellular level of organization. Some division of labor activities occur among the cells. In coelentrates, the arrangement of cells is more complex. Here, the cells performing the same function are arranged into tissues, hence is called tissue level organization. Still higher level of organization, that is organ level, is exhibited by members of Platyhelminthes and other higher phyla, where tissues are grouped together to form organs, each specialized for particular function. In animals like Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, echinoderms, and chordates, organs have associated to form functional systems, each system concerned with the specific physiological function. This pattern is called organ system level of organization. Organ systems have in different groups of animals exhibit various patterns of complexities. For example, the digestive system in Platyhelminthes has only a single opening to the outside of the body that serves as both mouth and anus, and is hence called incomplete. A complete digestive system has two openings, mouth and anus. Similarly, the circulatory systems may be of two types: open system, open type, in which the blood is pumped out of the heart and the cells and tissues are directly bathed in it, and closed type, in which the blood is circulated through a series of vessels of varying diameters, arteries, veins, and capillaries. Symmetry: animals can be categorized on the basis of their symmetry. Sponges are mostly symmetrical, that is, any plane that passes through the center does not divide them into equal halves. When any plane passing through the central axis of the body divides the organisms into two identical halves, it is called radial symmetry. Have this kind of body plan. Animals like annelids, arthropods, etc., where the body can be divided into identical left and right halves in only one plane, exhibit bilateral symmetry, which is located in figure 4.1b. Radial symmetry 4.1 bilateral symmetry 4.1 4.2 diploplastic and triploplastic germinal layers. Diploplastic and triploplastic organizations. Animals in which the cells are arranged into embryonic layers, external ectoderm and an internal endoderm are called diploplastic animals. For example, cylindrids, an undifferentiated layer, mesoglia, present in between the ectoderm and the endoderm, which is located in figure 4.2a. 4.2a figure. Diploplastic, triploplastic. Those animals in which the developing embryo has a third germinal layer, mesoderm, in between the ectoderm and endoderm are called triploblastic animals. Platyhelminthes two chordates, which is located in figure 4.2b. Coelom. Coelom, presence or absence of a cavity between the body wall and the gut wall, is very important in classification. The body cavity, which is lined by mesoderm, is called a coelom. Animals possessing a coelom are called coelomates. For example, annelids, molluscas, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates, and chordates, which is located in figure 4.3a. Coelomates. In some animals, the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Instead, the mesoderm is present in scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Such a body cavity is called a pseudocoelom, and the animals possessing them are called pseudocoelomates. For example, Ascalmenthes, which is located in figure 4.3b. Pseudocoelomates. The animals in which the body cavity is absent are called acoelomates. For example, Platyhelminthes, which is located in figure 4.3c. First है हमारा 4.3a coelomates figure, which is located in figure 4.3a coelomates. Second है हमारा b pseudocoelomate. Third है हमारा c acoelomate. Segmentation. In some animals, the body is externally and internally divided into segments with a serial repetition of at least some organs. For example, in earthworm, the body shows this pattern called metameric segmentation, and the phenomena is called metamerism. Notochord. Notochord is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure formed on the dorsal side during embryonic development. In some animals, with notochord are called chordates, and those animals which do not form this structure are called non-chordates. For example, Porifera and Echinodermata. Classification of animals. Broad classification of animals based on common fundamental features on mentioned in the breeding sections is given in figure 4.4. 4.4 broad classification of animal kingdom based on first level of organization, cellular level, symmetry mostly asymmetrical, body cavity, coelom, acoelomates, porifera, phylum. Tissue organ system level of classification, radial, bilateral, radial, mesocelomate, cylindrids, stenophora. Bilateral without body cavity, platyhelminthes with falcilum, ascalminthus with true cilium, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, Chordata. The important characteristics feature of different phyla are described. Phylum Porifera. Members of this phylum are commonly known as sponges. They are generally marine and mostly asymmetrical animals. Figure 4.5. Example of Porifera: Cycon, Spongilla. They are primitive multicellular animals and have cellular level of organization. Sponges have a water transport or canal system. Water enters through minute spores, ostia in the body wall into the central cavity spongiole, from where it goes out through the osculum. This pathway of water transport is helpful in food gathering, respiratory exchange, and removal of waste. Conocytes or collar cells line the spongiole and the canals. Digestion is intracellular. The body is supported fibers. Sexes are not separate. Hermaphrodite, for example, that is, eggs and sperms are produced by the same individual. Sponges reproduce asexually by fragmentation and sexually by formation of gametes. Fertilization is internal and development is indirect, having a larval stage which is morphologically distinct from the adult. Examples: Cycons, Scapha, Spongilla, freshwater sponge, Euspongia, bath sponge. Phylum: Coelentrates, Cnidaria. They are aquatic, mostly marine, sessile, or free swimming, radially symmetrical animals. Figure 4.6. The name Cnidaria is derived from the nidoblasts or nidocytes, which contain the stinging capsule of nematocysts present on the tentacles of the body. Nidoblasts are used for encourage defense and for the capture of prey. Figure 4.7. Nidarians gastrovascular cavity with the single opening mouth on hypostone. Digestion is extracellular and intracellular. Some of the cnidarians, for example corals, have a skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. Cnidarians exhibit two basic body forms called polyp and medusa, which is located in figure 4.6. The former is a sessile and cylindrical form like Hydra, Adamsia, etc., whereas the latter is umbrella shaped and free swimming like Aurelia and jellyfish. Generation metagenesis. Those cnidarians which exist in both forms exhibit alternation of generation metagenesis, that is polyps produce medusa next asexually and medusa from the polyps sexually ovilia. For examples Physalia, Portuguese man of war, Adamsia, sea anemone, Penatula, sea pain, Georgiania, sea fan, and Macandrina, brain coral. Phylum Ctenophora. Example of Tinophora pleurobrachia, which is located in figure 4.8. Tinophores, commonly known as sea walnuts or comb jellies, are exclusively marine, radially symmetrical diploblastic organisms with tissue level of organization. The body bears height external rows of ciliated comb plates which help in locomotion. Figure 8 4.8. Digestion in both extracellular and intracellular. Bioluminescence, the prior property of a living organism to emit light, is well marked in ctenophores. Sexes are not separate. Reproduction takes place only by sexual means. Fertilization is external with indirect development. Example Pleurobrachia and Tinoplana. Phylum Platyhelminthes. They have dorsoventrally flattened body, hence are called flatworms. Figure 4.9. These are mostly endoparasites found in animals including human beings. Flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic and oscillomate animals with organ level of organization. Hooks and suckers are present in the directly through their body surface. Specialized cells called a separate. Fertilization is internal and development is through many larval stages. Some members like planaria possess high regeneration capacity, for example tinea, tapeworm, asciota, liver fluke. Figure 4.9. Platyhelminthes examples: tapeworm, liver fluke. Phylum Ascalmenthes. The body of Ascalmenthes is circular in cross section, hence the name roundworms, which is located in figure 4.10. They may be free living, aquatic, and terrestrial, or parasitic in plants and animals. Roundworms have organ systems, level of body organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and pseudo-coelomate animals. Alimentary canal is complete with the well-developed muscular pharynx and excretory tube removes body wastes from the body cavity through the excretory pores. Sexes are separate. Dioecious, that is, males and females are distinct. Often females are longer than males. Fertilization is internal and development may be direct. The young ones assemble the adult or indirect. For example, Ascaris, roundworm, Vaucheria, Filaria worm, and ancylostoma, hookworm. Phylum Annelida. They may be aquatic, marine, or freshwater, or terrestrial, free living, or sometimes parasitic. They exhibit organ system level of body organization and bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic, metamerically segmented, and coelomate animals. Their body surface is distinctly marked out into segments or metamers, and hence the phylum name Annelida. Latin annulus, little ring, figure 4.11, which help in locomotion. Aquatic annelids like Nereis possess lateral appendages. Parapodia system of is present. Nephridia, Sing nephridium help in osmoregulation and excretion. Neural system consists of paired ganglia, synganglion, connected bilateral nerves to a double ventral nerve called nereis. An aquatic form is dioecious, but earthworms and leeches are monoecious. Reproduction is sexual. For example, nereis, ferritima, earthworm, and herodinaria, blood-sucking leech. For example, Annelida, nereis, herodinaria. Figure 4.10. Example of Asclepias roundworm, male and female. Phylum Arthropoda. This is the largest phylum of Animalia, which includes insects. Over two-thirds of all named species on Earth and are arthropods, which is located in figure 4.12. Locust, butterfly, scorpion, brown. They have organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, segmented, and coelomate animals. The body of arthropods is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. The body consists of head, thorax, and abdomen. They have jointed appendages, arthros, joint, poda, appendages, respiratory organs, gills, book lungs, or tracheal systems. Circulatory system is of open type. Sensory organs like antennae, eyes, compound and simple. Statocysts are placed through Malpighian tubules. They are mostly dioecious. Fertilization is through usually internal. They are mostly oviparous. Examples economically important insects: apis, honeybee, bombyx, silkworm, lacifer, lac insect, vectors, anopheles, culex, aids, Aedes, mosquitoes, gregarious pest, locust, living fossil, luminous, king crab. Phylum Mollusca. This is the second largest animal phylum. Figure 4.13. Example of mollusca: Pila, octopus. Molluscas are terrestrial or aquatic, marine or freshwater, having an organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic or coelomatic animals. Body is covered by a calcareous shell and is unsegmented with the distinct head, muscular foot, and visceral hump. The soft and spongy layer is of skin forms mental over a visceral hump. The space between the hump and the mental is called the mental cavity, which feather like gills are present. They have the anterior head region has secretory tentacles. The mouth contains a file-like rasping organ for feeding called radula. They are usually dioecious and oviparous with indirect development. For example, pila, apple snail, pinctada, pearl oyster, sepia, cuttlefish, loligo, squid, octopus, devilfish, Aplysia, sea hare, dentalium, tusk shell, and Caterpillaria, chiton. Phylum Echinodermata. These animals have an endoskeleton of calcareous ossicles and hence the name Echinodermata, spiny bodied. Figure 4.14. For example of Echinodermata asterius of Ura, all marine with organ system level of organization. The adult echinoderms are radially symmetrical, but larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. They are triploblastic and coelomate animals. Digestive system is complete with mouth on the lower ventral side and anus on the upper dorsal side. The most distinctive feature of echinoderms is the presence of a water vascular system which helps in locomotion, capture and transport of food and respiration. The excretory system is absent, sexes are separate, reproduction is sexual, fertilization is usually external, development is indirect with free swimming larvae. Example Asteria, starfish, echinus, sea urchin, Atodon, sea lily, cucumaria, sea cucumber, or Ophiora, brittle star. Phylum Hemichordata. Hemichordata was earlier considered as a subphylum under phylum Chordata, but now it is placed as a separate phylum under non-chordata. Hemichordates have a rudimentary structure in a collar region called a stromochord, a structure similar to notochord. This phylum consists of a small group of worm-like marine animals with the organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic or coelomatic animals. The body is cylindrical and is composed of an anterior proboscis, a collar, and a long trunk. Figure 4.15. Circulatory system is of open type. Respiration takes place through gills. Excretory organ is proboscis gland. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external. Development is indirect. For example, Melanoglossus or Saccoglossus. Phylum Chordata. Animals belonging to phylum Chordata is fundamentally characterized by a presence of notochord and dorsal hollow nerve cord and paired pharyngeal gill slits. Figure 4.16. These are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic coelomate with organ system level of organization. They possess a post-anal tail and a closed circulatory system. Table 4.1 represents the comparison of salient features of chordates and non-chordates. Chordates characteristics 4.16 figure. Gill slits, nerve cord, notochord, gill slits, post-anal part. Comparison of chordates and non-chordates. Chordates present, notochord present. Central nervous system is dorsal, hollow, and single. Central nervous system is ventral, double, ventral solid, and double. Pharynx perforated by gill slits. Gill slits are absent in non-chordates. Heart is ventral, heart is dorsal if present, and no non-chordates. In chordates, post-anal part is present. Tail is absent and non-chordate. Phylum Chordata is divided into three subphyla: Urochordata, Tunicata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Subphyla Urochordata and Cephalochordata are often referred to as protochordates, which is located in Figure 4.17 Ascidia, and are exclusively marine. In Urochordate, notochord is present only in larval tail, while in Cephalochordata it extends from head to tail region and is persistent throughout their life. For example, Urochordate, Ascidia, Salpa, Doliolum, Cephalochordata, Branchiostoma, Amphioxus, and Lancelets. The members of subphyla Vertebrata possess notochord during the embryonic pertod. The notochord is replaced by a cartilaginous or bony vertebral column in the adult. Thus, all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Besides the basic chordate characters, vertebrates have a ventral muscular heart with two, three, or four chambers. Kidneys are for excretion and osmoregulation, and paired appendages, which may be fins or limbs. Vertebrata division: Agnatha, lax jaw class Cyclostomata. Agnathostomata, bear's jaw superclass Peces Tetrapoda. Class chondric thighs, ostichthyes, Tetrapoda. Class Amphibia, Reptilia, aves, mammals. Class Cyclostomata. All living members of the class Cyclostomata are ectoparasites of some fishes. They have an elongated body bearing 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits for respiration. Cyclostomes have a sucking and circular mouth without jaws. Figure 4.18. Their body is devoid of scales and paired fins. Cranium and vertebral column are cartilaginous. Circulation is of closed type. Cyclostomes are marine but migrate for spawning to fresh water. After spawning, within few days they die. Their larvae, after metamorphosis, return to the ocean. For example, Petromazon, lamprey, and myxine, hagfish. Class chondric thighs. They are marine mammals with a streamlined body and have cartilaginous endoskeleton. Figure 4.19. Mouth is located ventrally. Notochorda is persistent throughout life. Gill slits are separate and without operculum. Gill cover. The skin is tough, containing minute placoid scales. Teeth are modified placoid scales which are backwardly directed. Their jaws are very powerful. These animals are predaceous due to absence of air bladder. They have to swim constantly to avoid sinking. For example of cartilaginous fishes, Scalidon, tristis, heart of two-chambered, one auricle and one ventricle. Some of them have electric organ. So, for example, torpedo, and some possess poison sting. And for example, trigon. They are cold-blooded poikilothermous animals. That is, they lack the capacity of regulate their body's temperature. Sexes are separate in males, pelvic fins, bears, claspers. They have internal fertilization and many of them are viviparous. For example, Scoliodon, dogfish, tristis, sawfish, Carcharodon, great white shark, trigon, stingray, class Ostichthys. It includes both marine and freshwater fishes. Bony endoskeleton. Their body is streamlined. Mouth is mostly terminal, which is located in figure 4.20. They have four pairs of gills, which are covered by an operculum on each side. Skin is covered with cycloid, tenoid scales. Air bladder is present, which regulates buoyancy. Heart is two-chambered, one auricle and one ventricle. They are cold-blooded animals. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is usually external. They are mostly oviparous, and development is direct. For example, marine, exococtus, flying fish, hippocampus, seahorse, freshwater labio, rohu, cutla, clarius, magur, aquarium, betta, fishing fish, fighting fish, pteroptera phylum, angelfish, class amphibia. As the name and gear indicates, GR, amphit, dual, bios, life. Amphibians can live in aquatic as well as terrestrial habitats, which is located in figure 4.21. Salaminaria narana. A tall tail may be present in some. The amphibian skin is moist without scales. The eyes have eyelids. The tympanum represents the ear, alimentary canal, urinary, and represents and reproductive tracts open into a common chamber called a cloaca, which opens to the exterior respiration is by gills, lungs, and through skin. The heart is three-chambered, two auricles, and one ventricle. These are cold-blooded animals. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external. They are oviparous, and development is indirect. For example, bufo, toad, rana, frog, hyla, tree frog. Salamander, Ichthyophobus, limbless amphibia, class Reptilia. Class name refers to their creeping or crawling, a mode of locomotion. Latin repair and return to creep or crawl. They are mostly terrestrial animals and their body is covered by dry and confined skin, epidermal scales, and scutes. Figure 4.12 or 22. They do not have external ear openings. Tympanum represents ear. Limbs, when present, are two pairs. Heart is usually three chambered, but four chambered in crocodiles. Reptiles are poikilotherms. Snakes and lizards shed their scales or skin cast. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are oviparous and development is direct. Example: Shilom, turtle, testudo, tortoise, chilomelon tree, lizard, calots, garden lizard, crocodile, alligator, hemiadactylus, wall lizard, poisonous snakes, naza, cobra, bangerous crate, vipera, viper. Class Aves. The characteristics features of aves birds are the presence of feathers and most them and fly except flightless birds, like example ostrich. They possess some big figure for 4.23. The forelimbs are modified into wings. The hind limbs generally have scales and are modified for walking, swimming, or clasping. The tree branches skin is dry without scale glands except the oil gland at the tree branch at the base of the tail. Endoskeleton is fully ossified, bony, and the long bones and are hollow with air cavities, pneumatic. The digestive tract of birds have additional chambers. The crop and gizzard heart is completely four chambered. They are warm blooded, hollow homeothermous animals, that is, they are able to maintain the constant body temperature. Respiration is by lungs, air sacs connected to lungs supplement respiration. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are oviparous and development is direct. Some words: nephron, scrutio, cytocula, pao. For example: carpos, crow, columba, pigeon, satasula, parrot, scrutio, ostrich, pao, peacock, apinodites, penguin, nephron, vulture. Class Mammalia. They are found in a variety of habitats: polar tree caps, deserts, mountains, forests, grasslands, and dark cliffs. Some of them have adapted to fly or live in water. The most unique mammalian characteristics is the presence of milk producing glands, mammary glands, by which the young ones are nourished. They are two pairs of limbs adapted for walking, running, or nourished. They are two pairs of limbs adapted walking, running, climbing, burrowing, swimming, or flying, which is located in figure 4.24. Ornithorhynchus, Macropus, Pteropus, Balanoptera. Mammals is unique is possessing hair, external ears or pinnae are present. Different types of teeth are present in the jaw. The table front heart is four chambered. They are homeothermous. Respiration is by lungs. Sexes are separate and fertilization is internal. They are viviparous. With few exceptions, and development is direct. Example: oviparous, Ornithorhynchus, Platypus, Viviparous, Macropus, Kangaroo, Pteropus, Flying Flax, Camellias, Camel, Macaca, Equus, Horse, Delphinus, Common Dolphin, Balanoptera, Blue Whale, Panthera tigris, Tiger, Panthera leo, Lion. Slight distinguishing features all phyla under animal kingdom. The comprehensively figure table 4.2 salient features of different phyla in the animal kingdom. Porphyra level, cellular level of organization, cellular, various symmetry, absent coelom, symmetry, segmentation is absent, digestive system is absent, circulatory system is absent, respiratory system is absent. Distinctive features: body with pores and canals. So ये कुछ फीचर्स है जो टेबल में दिए गए हैं, जो कि इसकी सिमेट्री कौन सी है, सीलोम पे प्रेजेंट है, एब्सेंट है, सेगमेंटेशन क्या है, डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम प्रेजेंट है क्या एब्सेंट है, या कंप्लीट है या इनकम्प्लीट है, सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम है प्रेजेंट है कि एब्सेंट है, रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम प्रेजेंट है कि एब्सेंट है, और डिस्टिंक्टिव फीचर्स इनके पोरिफेरा से लेकर कॉर्डेटा तक. The basic fundamental features such as level of organization, symmetry, cell organization, coelom, segmentation, notochord, etc. have enabled us to broadly classify the animal kingdom. Besides the fundamental features, there are many other distinctive characters which are specific for each phyla or class. Porphyra includes multicellular animals which exhibit cellular level of organization and have characteristic flagellated conocytes. The coelenterates have tentacles and bear nidoblasts. They are mostly aquatic, sessile or free floating. The ctenophores are marine animals with plates. The platyhelminths have flat body and exhibit bilateral symmetry. The parasitic forms show distinct suckers and hooks. Ascalmenthus are pseudocoelomates and include parasitic as well as non-parasitic roundworms. Annelids are metamerically segmented animals with a true coelom. The arthropods are the most abundant group of animals characterized by the presence of jointed appendages. The molluscs have a soft body surrounded by external calcareous shell. The body is covered with external skeleton made of chitin. The echinoderms possess a spiny skin. Their most distinctive feature is the presence of water vascular system. The hemichordate are a small group of worm-like marine animals. They have a cylindrical body with proboscis, collar and trunk. Phylum Chordata includes animals which possess a notochord either throughout or during early embryonic life. Other common features observed in the chordates are dorsal hollow nerve cord and paired pharyngeal gill slits. Some of the vertebrates do not possess jaws agnatha, whereas most of them possess jaws. Agnatha is represented by the class Cyclostomata. They are the most primitive chordates and are ectoparasites on fishes. Agnatostomata has two superclasses, species and tetrapoda. Classes chondric thighs and ostrich thighs bear fins for locomotion and are grouped under pieces. The chondric thighs are fishes with cartilaginous endoskeleton and are marine classes. Amphibia, reptilia, aves, and mammalia have two pairs of limbs and are thus grouped under tetrapoda. The amphibians have adapted to live both on land and water. Reptiles are characterized by the presence of dry and conified skin. Limbs are absent in snakes, fishes, amphibians, and reptiles are poikilotherms. Cold-blooded aves are warm-blooded animals with feathers on their bodies and forelimbs modified into wings for flying. Hind limbs are adapted for walking, swimming, perching, or clasping. The unique features of mammals are the presence of mammary glands and hairs on skin. They commonly exhibit vivipary. तो यहाँ पर हमारा एनिमल किंगडम ख़त्म होता है। तो इसमें हमने फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल देखा एनिमल किंगडम में सिमेट्री, बेसिक लेवल ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन, लेवल ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, उसके बाद सिमेट्री, डिप्लोब्लास्टिक, ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, सिलोम, सेगमेंटेशन, नोटोकॉर्ड, क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एनिमल्स। इसमें हमने फाइलम देखे, फाइलम पोरिफेरा, फाइलम सिलेंड्रेट्स, फाइलम टिनोफोरा, फाइलम प्लेटिहेलमिंथेस, आस्केलमिंथेस, एनालिड्स, फाइलम आर्थ्रोपोडा, फाइलम मोलस्का, फाइलम इकोनोडर्मेटा, फाइलम हेमिकॉर्डेटा, फाइलम कॉर्डेटा। इसके बाद हमने क्लासेस देखी, क्लास साइक्लोस्टोमाटा, क्लास कॉन्ट्रिक थाइज, क्लास ऑस्टिक थाइज, क्लास एम्फीबिया, रेप्टिलिया, क्लास एव्स, क्लास मैमिलिया। इसके बाद चार्ट हमने देखा जिसमें सलाइन फीचर से डिफरेंट फाइल आ गए एनिमल किंगडम के। तो इसके बाद समरी देखें। तो यहाँ पर हमारा एनिमल किंगडम ख़त्म होता है। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग।